Okay. Hit. Hit the intro. What? Hit the intro.
Hello, welcome to Popcorn Buckets.
Go on. Dance, monkey, dance.
Devin's in the same room as me. I thought I hid my location fairly well.
You did not.
Little did I know he put trackers.
I will admit, this is a nice neighborhood.
It was.
And there, suddenly you see all your neighbors start moving out. Where's all our neighbors going? Oh, Devin moved in. There goes the neighborhood.
Yep.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know if you've been over that way. I'll tell you off screen.
okay.
Um,
Tell me when we get done for the day.
so today we are on Popcorn Buckets.
Yes. We are on Popcorn Buckets. We just got done recording an episode of More Sports, which you should definitely go watch that first and then come back to this.
No.
Womp, womp. Chat, can we get an L?
There's a chat now.
That's a meme. That's what happens when you teach middle schoolers. You pick up on so much lingo.
Like on Duolingo. Speak of the Dutch.
No, just memes and TikTok memes and Instagram memes and Snapchat memes. I mean, kids keep you up to date.
Okay. Well, today we're watching The Predator 2,
The best one in the franchise.
1990.
Did it really come out in 90?
Yeah.
First one came out in 89, right? Or 88?
1980.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, okay. Yeah, so basically it's the best Predator movie. And I kind of enjoyed this one better because to me, in my opinion, this one had an actual story to it versus the first one, where the first one just had, get to the chopper, bang, bang, shoot up.
Yeah.
Where this one follows a... This one...
Got flappy.
Womp. Thank you. Where this... God, this feels weird.
It's weird.
We're here. It's okay. It's only the video version. They won't see this on Amazon or Apple.
I will.
I'll just remember this when it plays. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. This one actually follows a story where the detective was like, hey, why are all these drug guys getting murdered mysteriously? Something doesn't add up right. So he starts digging, and it turns out there's this predator, which we all know because watching the Predator series, is they just like to kill. And it was just pretty cool because he was also trying to figure out this crime thing, and then the government was involved, and the government kind of stabbed the guy in the back, and they were like, hey, this is how we take out the Predator. And they pull out like this Dr. Freeze or Mr. Freeze gun, and they're like, we're gonna freeze them to death. And so they did, and it's like epic climax action to where our main character met all the other Predators, and I'm like, oh dude, he's dead. And he didn't die. The end.
Under my notes.
I mean, that's a pretty basic movie. It's a better movie.
I didn't like this movie.
Why not? I did.
Let the people hear my voice.
Why you didn't like this movie?
Yeah. So, grabbing your coworker by the junk is sexual assault and will get you sent to HR, if not prison.
When did that happen? How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I watched the movie. I don't know what you watched.
I also watched.
We didn't watch it together.
Oh, we didn't.
I'm sorry. Jamaican voodoo cult? Well, Luke Cage did it, so I guess still seems kind of stereotypical though.
It was, but I mean, at least this one had a story. I was like, okay, we have a main African American leader or character, and he's got to have to deal with voodoo. Okay, it seems a little cliche, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, this one did it before Luke Cage, so I mean, it just seems like a stereotype.
It did, but it is what it is.
Did the penthouse have an opening ceiling to the roof?
I thought it did. Yeah, I thought it did because didn't the predator come crashing down through the roof to kill the pimp or
Yep.
drug lord pimp?
Yeah.
It was. I will say I liked it, but it was also weird that predator kept going after bad guys. You know what I mean?
Maybe watch some Batman movies. I mean, it was in the 90s.
Oh, he probably did watch. Oh, he probably did watch Michael Keaton, the Batman.
Yep.
Good inspiration.
Um, do the pathologist studies so a pathologist studies fluids, tissues, or organs taken from the body. Pathologists often work with surgically removing sample of diseased tissue called biopsy. The Sorry, you're just staring at me, and it just dawned on me. The pathological examination of an entire body after death is called an autopsy. Pathologists are often involved in the diagnosis of illness.
Wow! Now you know.
I feel like I'm being mocked in my own home.
In your own house.
Yep.
Well,
Feel the difference since you're here.
hello. It's probably my Olive Garden breath.
Yep.
Sorry.
He smells like he ate an Italian person.
Go on.
I'm just kidding.
Go on.
Okay.
Read your notes.
Are you crying?
A little bit.
Is it the garlic?
It is the garlic. It's the Italian person I hate.
Okay. He uses bones for divination, sometimes called ostomacy. Has been performed for cultures of the world for thousands of years. Throwing bones is also known as a fortune casting. It is a magical practice that involves using objects to divine answers in questions. Two questions. The objects used are called bones. Can be a variety of items such as shells, crystals, roots, coins, dice, or keys. The caster creates a divination system based on their personal practice and can use objects to connect with spiritual, earthly, and supernatural realms. Devin, if they wanted to talk to a witch, where could they go?
TikTok.
So you guys should check out our episode with a girl named Tom, Thom. She talks a little bit about um, throwing bones and stuff.
Yeah, she did. On a serious note, gosh, what'd she say? And I like how I was revisiting that episode too. I think my brain's drawing a blank. You can go to your local tarot reader, I believe she said. I believe it was tarot reader.
It's complicated. Different tarot is a very complicated thing. A lot of them use tarot and bones. She does more bone casting. She refuses to tarot read for people because a lot of times people would get upset at how you interpret the cards.
She did say that. That's right. Yes,
Yes.
that was actually that part of the interview was pretty cool.
When you go to somebody for like a bone reading or a tarot reading, how they practice is maybe different than yours, and so a lot of that has scrupulations.
Yeah, she did say that. I
Yeah.
remember her saying that because she did. I think she said she had a client and they got upset.
How she read the cards,
Yeah,
and she doesn't do it anymore.
it was also pretty cool because she also said that like don't use like other people's tarot cards because like they can be cursed or whatever. It was pretty cool. Definitely go check that episode out.
All right,
Shout
Deb.
out to Tom.
Yep. Next note. It makes no sense for cloaking technology to short out when you walk through a puddle.
Say it again.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Makes no sense for the cloaking technology to short out when he walks through a puddle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because obviously, it's just because we saw other movies, especially when he was down by the pool and when he was in the Arctic and Alien versus Predator. Yeah, it is kind of stupid when you think about it. As we watch all these other movies.
Yep. And this is the first. So we're recording this out of order because Devin keeps skipping this one. The Predator had ultrasound technology in his suit.
But I don't think he had any. I don't think they've had it anywhere else.
No, they have.
Oh, they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is how they could scan for chest bursters and other stuff.
Okay.
The gun pointing scene in the cemetery.
Yeah, that was weird to me too. When I watched it, I was like, "Huh,
And I was like, oh, this seems like PTSD. Okay.
you ain't lying." Although I did think it was cool because in the Predators 2, is obviously in this point in the franchise, we've only seen one Predator. And we didn't know who he was, what they were. Because obviously in Predator 1, it was just in the woods, picking
Yep.
off the military one by one. Where this one's like, where this group comes in, they're like, hey, yeah, thanks for saving old Jimmy here. And because of your braveness, we're giving you this badass bone sword. See you.
Yep. The pussy face quote.
I can't unsee it. You texted that to me, and I was like, yep, can't unsee it.
That was in the movie, Devin.
I know. And I can't unsee it.
Um, in the Predator spaceship, an Aztec temple. What is this? Legends of the Hidden Temple, underground temple with predators. Was not what I expected in this movie, but now watching the other movies, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now when you piece them all together. Because, like I said, even in Aliens vs. Predator, that was the first time we actually got some like good lore
Mm-hmm.
on really both franchises, if you think about it.
Yep. Devin, I'm out of notes.
I'm pretty much good. What would you rate it?
Um, you're not gonna like my answer.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't like this movie.
Okay.
Um, I would rate this a 4 out of 10.
What? Really?
I did not like this movie. I thought
I
this was a cheesy '90s movie for me, and I was like, oh,
I mean, it did have a lot of '90s tropes, but at least to me, I guess because like I came in through the lenses.
it was just really big and loud when it didn't need to be, and it's like, yeah, I'm a New Yorker. Yeah, I'm a woman. I'm gonna grab you by the junk because I'm different, and I'm like, okay.
See, I thought differently. I thought we were actually getting a story. We actually got a good hero versus the predator here.
It just seemed like a one-off action movie with aliens in it for me.
That's fair. I'm gonna rate this. I enjoyed it. And you're gonna hate me for it. We're gonna agree to disagree. I'm rating a solid 9. It's not a masterpiece. You raised good points, so that's why I took a point off. But I enjoyed this movie. Solid 9.
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I just felt like it was another action movie for me, and then so it didn't help hold high in steam for me. It just was like a generic action movie, and that's what they're trying to do, and just make it either bank off the other one,
I think
or
they were trying to bank off the other one.
I either felt like they were banking off the other one or trying to build up on something, and then kind of just fell a little flat because they were just going stereotypical '90s.
I think they were trying to build off on something, especially near the end, which I enjoyed. Which I think the next Predator movie had to be Aliens vs. Predator, I think. Do you have the timeline written down in your notes? I know we've been piecing the timeline because Prey is technically the first one.
So
Prey.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
Prey starts off in 1719, Predator 1987, Predator 2 1990, Alien vs Predator 2004, Alien vs Predator Requiem 2004, a little bit after the other one.
Yeah.
The Predators is 20th century. I'm not exactly sure when. Predators
Yeah,
2018,
the latest one was 2018.
Prometheus 2089, Alien Covenant 2104, Alien 2122, Alien Romulus 2142, Aliens 2179, Alien 3 2179, Alien Resurrection 2381.
Mm. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, because the next one we don't see is Alien vs Predator, which in that's one, which is in 2004, where we get some next, where we get the pyramid, the Aztec pyramid that we saw. We get like a good backstory
Yeah,
for
the
the
Temple of
Predator.
Doom gets in there. Indiana Jones gets in there for some fun as well.
Oh, dude, that's got to be the next
You
big
can see him in
crossover,
the background.
dude. Can you just see Indiana Jones is like, why's it got to be aliens, not snakes, aliens?
He did that though.
He did. Oh yeah, he did in Crystal Skull.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Food's done.
No, the either the timer's up or the food's on. One of the two. But yeah, Devin, what are your last words?
Go Aliens too.